Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Hi, Todd. Hi to everybody back home.
It's time for our tale of the tape. It's Heathea Hardy, 5'5" tall, with a reach of 64 inches. And she'll be facing Ebanie the Blonde Bomber Bridges. Fights out of New South Wales, Australia, and won the IBF Bantamweight title in March of 2022.
Oh my goodness, look at the reach difference there. That reach is going to be an absolute nightmare to deal with, because if that jab is used and that right hand is followed, there is going to be a problem tonight.
And here comes Heathea the Heat Hardy. She's been in there with the best of the best. The former world champion believes she can get back on top if she can get a win here in this one. Ebanie the Blonde Bomber Bridges. She's 5'1" tall, weighed in at 116 pounds, and has a 60.2-inch reach.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, here is the WBO featherweight champion of the world, introducing Heathea the Heat Hardy. Fighting out of the blue corner, fighting out of New South Wales, Australia, a women's Australian super bantamweight champion, Ebanie the Blonde Bomber Bridges.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
This is one of my favorite venues. Get the right fight, you got a night of fun.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be two that we're talking about.
Let's do it.
Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. Nice shot with the left. She can't miss with that jab. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Oh, that jab had to hurt her. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
That one will count. Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. That hook buzzed her. aren't they keeping their gloves up? That right uppercut misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about the Heat, Heather Hardy. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round 2. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Nice counter shot. The courage on display here is incredible. That left counter was perfectly timed. Good one. What is this fighter doing? There's nothing behind these punches. We wanted action, and they are delivering. So much for boxing. This is a fight. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Still swinging with nothing left. So much for boxing. This is a fight. She just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. This fight has a real... This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the Heat, Heather Hardy. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter and the cornermen.
Let's get it started in round 3. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Left counter scores. She blocks the hook. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. Just missing with the uppercut.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Beautiful counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. We wanted action, and they are delivering. That counter shot lands. And that was a big shot, and Hardy is rocked. How did they survive that? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the heat, Heather Hardy. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
And there's the bell to start round 4. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. Counter right. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired,
this may do it! And down goes Heather Hardy. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why. She throws the jab, but it doesn't score.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
That left counter punch will score. Oh, that punch. Good counter punch. They're in trouble. Smart move to clinch there, but the referee's only going to let you do that so often.
They need to be worried that the referee's not going to throw them out the ring and disqualify them both.
She misses with that jab. Final 10 seconds here, and it's been a good round for her for sure. Catch and shoot. Let's talk about the heat, Heather Hardy. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
Back into the fray here in round 5. She got dropped in the last round. Let's see how she does here. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. She can't find a home for that jab.
Perfectly matched.
Oh, and Hardy got the worst of that one, and she is backpedaling quickly. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now. That punch lands. Through the left uppercut, but it misses. These two fighters are made for one another. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Good counter right hand again. Let's talk about the heat, Heather Hardy. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
This is the beginning of round 6. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same. She doesn't connect with that right hook. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Some nice exchanges from both women in this round. It's bombs away. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about the heat, Heather Hardy. That was almost a 10-8 round, complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Here we go, it's round 7. She's coming off a fantastic last round. Let's see what she's going to do here. They exchange punches. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes on a belly ring with fighters like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there, because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. She throws a big left, but it won't score. Failing. That cut's pretty bad. Let's see if the referee stops the fight.
Okay, are you all right? Are you okay?
And it looks like this fight will continue. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get them close.
And yes, there's a cut, and the referee will stop the action.
You're taking too much. The fight is over.
And the referee says no more. This fight is over.
I was getting a little anxious there. He said,
another TKO win here, Johnny. What's next?
a TKO, we've got to see it again. Because TKOs, they finish the story too early. It's like being kicked out of a club before the night's done. We want to get a full-blooded who won and who lost. Not by a bullet, not by a cut, not by a TKO.